Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right back to the well. And he'll be brought down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Linebackers blitz. Not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. From the shotgun, the inside give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Blue Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Runs through the tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Powers forward. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Duke!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Virginia Tech's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Denmark.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it. If there's some room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the move, it's Denmark. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He'll run it again. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Denmark. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's McCord. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight ends set on 3rd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to let it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Right back to the well. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McCord. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, Nate, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Little. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got
short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They boot it away. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Oh, a double pass. Makes the catch. It's Traore. At the 45 on his way. Snags it, and there's running room. 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Hokies.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the 1st half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hokies out. To start this possession. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's McCord. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies are flying down the field. Looking for a crease. It's McCord. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Pulls it on the option. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. That's caught. It's Little. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Blue Devils, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on first down from the 40. This time he wants to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The give out of the gun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. Finding some room. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Doing there, he gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. So the final period starts with a second down play. They go right back to him. Snowed under by the defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The sure hands, it's Simmons. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Got it, looking for the first down. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Snags it, and he's open. Bounced off his feet.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to bull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Slams ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Duke. That's his third touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Rushes on him, and it's a sack. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Plucks it out of the air. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And now you got the one final play, right? Like this is, you've dreamed about this. You've tried to put yourself in this situation. You're down a score. You've got to make something happen. What's your go-to play? Who's your go-to player in this big-time situation?
Going for 6. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown. And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
How about this team coming up clutch in a big moment, and this crowd is going nuts. The late touchdown with no time on the clock. Now just kick the PAT, go into overtime.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Finds his man. It's Little. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. This time he wants to throw. Gets away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the move. Touchdown, Hokies! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Running inside. It's Denmark.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Denmark. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now to keep this overtime drive going on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense
makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Duke! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. On the run, still looking. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT.